Hey folks, welcome to another unboxing. I'm excited about this. I'll tell you what it is first. From Ugreen, all of my NASs now have shifted to being Ugreen NASs. As someone that creates a lot of social media content, I have a huge need for storage. I have several different channels, but this is a sample that was provided via thegadgeteer.com, and it's for review. I will review it, and you can check out the entire review by clicking the link in the description of this video. So this NAS is the NAS Sync DXP2800. It's a 2-bay NAS. It says safeguard your data, easy to use operating system, sync and backup data, video library, photo organization, remote access, scalable storage capacity. Now, this is an easy add for me simply because I have the 4800 and 6800 already, and I use them for different channels. Both my wife and I are in social media, and I never want to delete videos because there's all content that you can always reuse, especially to bring back memories, or to if you're reviewing or testing the newer version of something and you want video for comparison. I'm sorry if there's a light blinking. It's let me see if I can possibly give you more light here, because I have these LED in can lights above using an IOTI dimmer switch, and recently they've been blinking, and I think it might have to do with whenever I decide that I'm recharging my power stations via AC and not the solar panels. Anyway, here's what Ugreen sent. Ugreen sent the DXP2800. This is great. I have a 2800, 4800, 6800, so that's nice. And let me tell you what I'm going to be using this for. Actually, let me give you the specs first. So it's 2 drive bays, right? You can use 3.5 or 2.5 SATA drives. You can use M2 NVE times 2. You can use, it has a CPU, Intel N100 4-core, 4-thread CPU up to 3.4 gigahertz. The RAM is up to 8 gig DDR5, and it can go up to 16. The operating system is Ugreen OS Pro. Connectivity, it has one 2.5 gig LAN. My other 6800 has 10 gig LAN, but I still have switches that do all the way up, so I'm fine with that. Excuse the cameras going off. They're all around the house, so whenever people move outside, I can't prevent that. Has USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, USB 3.2 Gen 2 1 port, USB Type-C 3.2 Gen 2 1 port, USB 2.0 2 ports, and HDMI 4K 1. Now the HDMI you don't really use because there's certain media things you can do with it, but generally speaking, I never use that. I just use this as a storage and remote access. The dimensions are 9.13 inches long, 4.13 inches wide, and 7.02 inches high. Weighs 5.61 pounds. Now, before I open it, I'm going to tell you my use case. For my recordings, I use a Blackmagic Design Studio HD recorder. It's network connected. Right now, I plug in a USB-C drive into it with a Ugreen casing, by the way. That's what's recording this video right now, and with SSD drive in a Ugreen USB to SATA case that plugs into the Blackmagic recorder. Problem is, every time I'm done recording, I want to get the video, I have to plug it out, go over to my machine, decide which machine I'm working on depending on what's going on and what's being done in here, connect to that machine, use it. If there's 2 files on there and I want to do 2 jobs at the same time, you have to share that folder from one PC to the other. It's a mess. You can mount SMB drive on the NAS and connect to that drive via the Blackmagic, because it's network connected. Blackmagic Studio H can do it, which is what I have, and then I will be able to record directly to this NAS and then go anywhere on my network and go to multiple machines and use the files. So that being my use case, I've talked long enough. Let's get into it. Let's put this down for a moment. Let me just show you. I got 4 of these. These are 4 1 terabyte NVMe. They're made by Ranxiana, Ranxiana. I'm just gonna open one. Got my trusty knife because they're all identical. I don't want the unboxing necessarily to go on longer than it has to. So just gonna open one, slide this out, and there it is. It's a 1 terabyte. There are 4 of them. I saw the specs said 2, so it'd be interesting. Maybe I misunderstood because they sent 4. And I've always got use for memory. I can always store it in one of my other Ugreens, but they sent 4 with this one. So I'm gonna put that aside. They also sent 2 Western Digital 4 terabyte NAS drives, the red NAS drives. These things are reliable. They're slow spinning, they're reliable, they're fantastic. Put these aside. Let's get into the main event. As you can see, it's sealed. I'm now going to cut open the seal. Open this up. And I have packing. I like this stuff too. Pretty compact packing to keep stuff safe. The box in here, I'm pretty sure this is the power supply. Let's see. Yes, I can feel it already. That's the power cord. Throw that aside. And this is going to be the actual, transformer, the adapter. Yep. Throw that aside. My studio is not that big, so I don't want to keep boxes. This is the key. Now, this is the key that locks in and they give you 2. Wow. That locks the drives into place so nobody can accidentally pull them out. Right? I don't know if you can see that. Put it against the light, maybe you can see it. It's a key. It's a standard key that Ugreen has. So let's get that out the way. Nothing there. All right. Let's take this stuff out before I put out NAS. It comes with the manual, and it's quite thick. I only kind of refer to it. I'm pretty used to Ugreen NASs now. I only refer to it if I get stuck somewhere along the way. Is there anything else? Yeah, there's the smaller user instruction. There's a 2-year warranty it comes with, a customer service 2-year warranty card. And here is the big boy. I'm gonna very gently just get that started. Okay, rip this off. There it is. So comes with the usual dust cover that goes on the back of the fan. I love this. It's a magnetic dust cover and it stops dust from going into the fan. As you can see at the back here, you've got your, as I called out, the USB 2.0, the USB A drives, the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet port, the HDMI port, power port, reset button. On the front, the sides and top have nothing. The bottom is just the leg. Now the bottom here, let me do that real quick for you. If I can find the screwdriver real quick, and I can. This is where you put in memory. This is where the 1 terabyte SSDs went in. Now this thing says it can take 2, and they sent 4, so that'll be interesting. And from what I can tell, let's see here. There seems to be a dummy in here. Let's see. Yes. So I take that out. It has, it has memory in it already. So maybe that does not go there because it has, this is the 8 gig memory. I'm sorry. This is the the read-only memory. This is the memory for the operating system that goes in there. So let's see, because I'd be interested to find out where I put the SSDs. I can't really tell at the moment. I thought it might have been in here. I'm wrong. So let's just put that back together, because this came with memory. The only reason really for me to go in there then is if I'm going to upgrade from 8 to 16, right? So I have to figure out when I go in the manual. The thing is, I didn't use that. My 6800 didn't come with that. My 6800, they sent 6 4 terabyte same Western Digital NAS red drives, right? We'll figure this out. This is not rocket science. By the time you see the review, however I use them, it will be in the review. Now, if you go on the front, these are the drive bays. You have the power switch, you have USB-C, you have USB-A, and that key I'm talking about right here is the one that, so this drive right now will pop open, I can pull it out. When I put this key in here and I turn it, then I cannot pop that out, right? So that locks it, so you don't accidentally pop your drive out, just brushing by and go, oops. All right, these pop out drive trays. They are keyless, right? They I don't want to mess with it now until I look at the thing, but they expand and contract. There it is, all right? And you just drop your drives in. You drop your drive in and you slam it in, and they are, that's both bays. This one should not be locked, right? There you go. So that's what I've got to show you for now. Ugreen NAS, the DXP2800. I'm going to work on this. I'm going to get it up. I'm going to connect it to my network. I am going to connect the Blackmagic design to it, and then maybe I'll be able to do a video from one of my other cameras that point towards the Blackmagic and come back and show you it in action. And I'll let you know in the written review what I think of it. I've never been disappointed by a Ugreen product yet. So stay tuned and check out the full review when I'm done by clicking the link in the description below.